Hello everyone, welcome to chapter number 16 of Reen and Martin English Grammar series. In today's discussion we are going to talk about reflexive and emphatic pronoun. So you might have heard about emphatic pronouns or reflexive pronouns in somewhere when we were talking about types of pronouns. But there we briefly talked about that. And today we are going to talk in detail what are reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun, how they are functioning, and how is the arrangement of these pronouns in a sentence, and how can we distinguish between reflexive and emphatic pronoun. So let's see. When self is added to my, your, him, her, it, and selves to our, your, them, we get what are called compound personal pronouns. Now the very important point is that whenever we are adding self to personal pronouns, they become compound personal pronouns, right? You better know personal pronouns are those pronouns which are used for persons. And when we are adding self to those, they are becoming compound personal pronouns. Now next point is that when we have compound personal pronouns, they are of two types, right? Compound personal pronouns can be of two types. One is reflective, right? One is reflective, and the second is emphatic, this one. Emphatic pronoun, right? Reflexive and emphatic pronouns, they are both part of your compound personal pronouns. Let's talk about each. They are called reflexive pronouns when the action done by the subject turns back, reflects upon the subject as I hurt myself. I hurt myself. I will hurt myself. He hurt himself. She hurt herself. The horse hurt itself. We hurt ourselves. You will hurt yourselves. They hurt themselves. So it means that whenever we are reflecting back, right, the object here, this is what? Object. And this is verb, and this is subject. Now here we are using these self, right, compound personal pronouns as object, and they are working object for this verb, and they reflect back to your subject, myself, right? Myself reflect back to the subject. So in this case we are calling them reflexive pronouns, right? यहाँ पे जो आपके पास myself है, ये एक compound personal pronoun है. अब ये रिफ्लेक्सिव कैसे है? दिस इज वर्किंग एज ऑब्जेक्ट. किसका ऑब्जेक्ट? वर्ब का ऑब्जेक्ट. और ये क्या कर रहा है? रिफ्लेक्ट बैक कर रहा है सब्जेक्ट के लिए. माई सेल्फ किसको शो कर रहा है? आई को शो कर रहा है. और ये हमेशा जो है ना, जो रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउंस होते हैं वो वर्ब के बाद आते हैं, राइट? यू विल हर्ट योर सेल्फ. अब देखिए, यू सब्जेक्ट, विल हर्ट वर्ब, एंड योर सेल्फ इज ऑब्जेक्ट यहां पे, और ये काम कर रहा है एज, right, object of this verb, and it reflects back to your noun or your subject. He hurt himself. So himself यहाँ पे देखिए, it comes after verb, right? यहाँ पे they hurt themselves. So next point is that if we noticed, it be noticed that each of these reflexive pronouns is used as object of verb and refers to the same person, thing as denoted by the subject. So it means हमारे पास जो कंपाउंड पर्सनल प्रोनाउन आएगा वर्ब के बाद जब आए तो उसको हम रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन कहते हैं, और दैट डिनोट्स योर सब्जेक्ट, राइट? समटाइम्स इन इंग्लिश, ओल्ड इंग्लिश, स्पेशली इन पोइट्री, a simple pronoun was used reflexively as now I lay me down. Now I lay me down. So it means that here I is your subject, lay is your verb, and me is your object. So this refers back to your subject. It means that this only me is again working as reflexive pronoun. Why? Because it is working as object of the verb, and the object refers back to the subject. Is it clear? Let's move next. It says that the word self is sometimes used as noun. even only self can be used as noun. How? To thine own self be true. So here this is working as noun, right? He cares for nothing but self. So it means that he cares for self. He thinks much of self. He thinks much of self. It means that this is working as noun. It reflects back to he. So this is all about reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are those pronouns where it is a compound personal pronoun and working as object of the word refers back to your subject. Now emphatic pronouns are little bit different, although they both have same role like functioning back or giving stress or focus. But here emphatic pronoun, this has been derived from emphasis. We are giving more emphasis towards the subject or the object. Now we have some sentences. I will do it myself. I will do it myself. Now look at the structure. हमने ये कहा कि in reflexive pronoun it is coming after verb. यहाँ पे verb के बाद आ रहा है क्या? I will do it. देखें, I will do it. So it means that it के साथ कोई self नहीं है. So it means that this is not our compound personal pronoun, but myself जो है ये compound personal pronoun है, लेकिन ये आ रहा है object के साथ आ रहा है. तो it means that this is word emphatic pronoun. अब यहाँ पे I myself देखें सब्जेक्ट के बाद ही आ रहा है, या ये सब्जेक्ट के बाद आएगा या ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ ही आएगा. इट मीन्स दैट नाउन या प्रोनाउन के साथ ही जब आएगा तो वी विल कॉल इट एज एम्फेटिक प्रोनाउन, राइट. वी विल सी इट आवरसेल्व्स. वी विल सी टू इट आवरसेल्व्स. इट के बाद ही आ रहा है, राइट. यू योरसेल्फ, यू के बाद आ रहा है. ही हिमसेल्फ, हिम के बाद आ रहा है. शी हरसेल्फ, हर के बाद आ रहा है. It was told so by the teacher. देखिए, teacher himself. The prime minister himself. The town, देखिए noun के बाद आ रहा है itself. They pronoun के बाद ही आ रहा है, subject के बाद ही आ रहा है, they are themselves, right? It will be seen that here compound personal pronouns are used for the sake of emphasis and therefore are called emphatic pronoun. So emphasis के लिए they are used, right? So this is the exercise in grammar 28. You have to do yourself. There are sentences and you have to see whether they are a reflexive pronoun or they are emphatic pronoun. So there is a key addition. Emphatic pronouns are also called emphasizing pronouns. Emphasizing means they are giving stress, they are emphasizing, emphasis, right? So their location will be right after the subject or right after the object. But in reflexive pronoun, they come after verb. So ये आपने mind में रखना है. You have to complete the exercise and you have to solve it and then share your answers in the comment sections, right? Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture.